So again, yeah, this would be a last module of mutual fund and hedge fund accounting, where we're going to discuss about the journal entries that we post in case of redemptions. So let's see this. Redemption, it means, guys, return of payment. So that fund will return the payment to the investor back. So this is comes under return of payment. So when we return the payment, so how we return the payment and how we post the accounting entries as an accountant, we'll discuss that. So let's say you have a due of capital redemption. So you have received redemptions. So in case of that, how you record it. So when you receive any redemptions, your accounting entry would be redemption account debit to cash account credit. And when you actually process, means fund manager will actually process payment and confirm to you as an accountant. So once you get a confirmation through your custodian accounts or maybe your different accounts, so your accounting entry would be payable account debit to cash account credit. All right. And if you're paying any interest payments or dividends as such, or any gain as such, you can follow the same way to record it, like interest expense account debit to payable account credit and payable to cash. See, always make sure one thing. So we always refer bank statement or custodian statements to get the confirmation on like processing of payment. Right. When you process the payment for expense, income, capital, or gain, anyways that will be credited and payable would be debited. All right. So you have, if you have an interest, let's say if you are processing it, as I said, interest expense account debit to payable account credit, right? Fund can also initiate or process interest payment as well, and payable account debit to cash account credit in case of that payable settled in bank account. So what about if the fund is processing gain only? In that case, redemption account debit to payable account credit and payable account debit to cash account credit in case of a fund process gains or any other retention benefit to the investor. So this is just a presentation how it looks like in case of fund, raise funds. So it looks like cash account, cash or bank account debit to share capital account credit. All right. Share capital account credit. But when actually repay that payment, it looks like redemption account debit to cash and bank account credit. So when you reverse the payment, means when you return the payment, so your redemption account that would be debited and cash would be credited. So these are the ways, this is how you can put a logic. When you received it, cash will receive, so capital account it would be credited, and when you repay it, your redemption account would be debited to cash account credited. All right. Then again, same, that you can put a logic. Whatever that you process, that would be your debit, basically interest, gains, redemptions, right? So along with the subscriptions, you can pay the interest payment, unrealized gain or realized gain. So everything that we process it out. So once you process it, that would be debited and cash will be credited. Capital account credit, basically. When you received capital, cash account debit to capital account credit. But when you actually repaid means redeem the investments first in first out, that you can request redeem it. So debit redemption account debit to in redemption account debit, or all accounts, means interest and all that also you can record it to the debit. Gain account also debit to cash and bank account credit. So this is how you can process. All will tie 22,800. It will tie with 22,800. So this is how you can post the accounting entries in the books of account and process it. See, redemption, it means, as I said, redemption, it means it a repayment process. Repayment of investment value to the investor. All right. And when you return it, so we are returning that from the fund's pocket, so it will return to the fund investor. And when it will return to the fund investor, so in the books of fund will process all these entries in the books of fund only. So don't get confused, we also process accounting entries in the books of investor as well if you are performing any HNI investors accounting. All right. But in 99% cases, all fund admins, they have business line, which is they provide accounting and reporting support to the fund businesses. So it means like Apex, Citco, or other institutions, they perform accounting entries in the books of fund only. So don't get confused. All right. So same entries you can perform it for hedge fund as well as mutual fund. Same modules you can refer it for mutual funds as well as hedge fund, even for a fund of fund as well. So if you are looking for any fund accounting interview, so I would say go through it accounting entries, because 70 to 80% weightage which I have seen, like most of the interviewer, they ask questions around journal entries only. If you if you practice a lot, then you can crack the interview. And if you're looking for in detail course which covers everything in detail, so you can join my 2 months live training program. All right. So we have a program as well, refer and earn. If you refer someone, so you will get also rewarded. So refer someone and you get also discount around 5,000 to 10,000 in between. So then you can utilize the discount or maybe cashback to purchase new course and you can enroll it. So this is how you can refer and earn, or refer and enroll for a new course and upskill yourself. I would say in coming time you would see big opportunities for wealth management, and this is what my courses or content, it will help you to upskill yourself. All right, so I'm done with this session. Thank you very much. So we'll see you in private equity part. So see that private equity modules as well, how in that journal entries we post in books of private equity. Thank you. We'll see you